2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. We've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Santi Aldama out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. And for Miami, Precious Achiuwa is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo, then it's Norman Powell, and it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Now here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. And he makes a first. Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
And Morant drops them both. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Wells, that's good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
With 1 on the clock. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really hard to get foul calls on the road. Credit them for being so aggressive.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. We've got Jaren Jackson, also Jock Landale out there. Ty Jerome is out there with Jackson, and it's Pippen in at the point guard. Here's Jay. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
First one falls for him. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
That one falls. So it's Miami now. It's a three-point game. And here's Mitchell. Down low. Here's Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins with the silky touch at the rim.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Memphis ahead, leading by a point. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. NBA for the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, what'd you think about that? And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. It's Powell on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Now Morant. Rebound Miami. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
Mitchell.
Outside Morant. Pass to Wells. Lets it go from deep. Off target. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Miami out in front, up 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
This is it, fans.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Memphis with it. They trail by 3 on the court for Memphis. Jock Landale is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Vince Williams. Then it's John Conchar. And it's Jerome in at the 1.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Shooting for Memphis. Ty Jerome, 2.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within 2 here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now here's Adebayo. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Timeout called. Memphis. They're down by 1. 44 seconds left in the final quarter.
It's time for T-shirts.
Check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message that Memphis's coach was giving to his team. Coach was blunt with his assistant. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They're behind by 1. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, there's the alley! And Adebayo slams it in.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Here's Jackson. Oh, it's
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're behind by 1. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jaren Jackson.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Adebayo. It's good!
Big time bucket to put him in front. Now they've got to put everything into their D and come up with a big stop.
Timeout called. Memphis. They're losing by 1. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Miami making a switch here. Chua's checked in. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. Over Adebayo. Can't cash it in. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that'll put them up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Question is, now can they protect the 3-point lead he's given them? It's all about getting a 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Heat.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Second personal foul. Third team
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So a close game sees Miami taking this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding